Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Football with Priscilla. I'm Priscilla. So hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I have a very interesting video for you today, but before we get into the video for today, make sure you share, like and subscribe, and make sure you turn your notifications on to know when next I post a video. Manchester United officially have a new manager. It's been announced that ERIK ten Hag has been appointed as the Manchester United manager. I am not sure about ERIK ten Hag. So personally, I haven't watched Ajax games, so I don't know. I'm not accustomed with ERIK ten Hag's way of play. However, I took it upon myself to go watch some compilation videos of Ajax of the Ajax team, how they play and their formation and whatnot and whatnot. So what I noticed from that is they are so forward thinking. They don't pass sideways, and I guess I enjoy that. It's not sideways football, it's straightforward, it's intense. They just play as a team, and I was impressed with that. Yeah, so that's what I noticed about ERIK ten Hag's Ajax team. Every time I watched that team play, they reminded me of Barcelona, like how Barcelona used to play a long time ago. Yeah, but it's very intense. And then again, they have a like they also play like Liverpool, very intense. They run a lot, and you could just see that they're in sync as a team. And I love watching teams that go forward together. Obviously, they leave the defenders, but like most of them are, like joining in the attack, and not the way Manchester United. For us, it's like Bruno gets the ball, through ball, Rashford runs, and it's counter-attacking football. No, the football actually goes like they actually play football, it goes through the lines, and that's interesting football. I was leaning towards Poch because I personally have watched Poch drag Tottenham from the useless team it used to be to being this great team that all of us were like, oh my gosh, like it was so hard when Poch was around to go to White Hart Lane because they became that good. It's in Poch's time that Harry, what's his name? Kane came into the scene. Like Port just created a certain Tottenham that was so hard to beat and so hard to play against. White Hart Lane was just very like a very difficult stadium to go and play at. So I was leaning on Poch, and I was leaning towards Poch even the time before we got, what's his name, this guy? Oligana Social. Before we got Social, I was like, why not Poch? Like I feel like that would have been the right time to get Poch, but then yeah, Manchester United decided to go with a person who had no Premier League experience whatsoever, and yeah, we know how that ended. It ended on a sad note. So right now, everyone is hyped about Ten Hag. Personally, I'm just chilled. I need to see what will happen first. I hear he's good at developing the youngsters, which I'm all for. I feel like Manchester United is overrated with these players that they keep on buying. It's time we went to the academy players. We've got good academy players. It's now time for them to join um, the first team. So if he's going to be able to bring the young players into the first team and just integrate them the way, what's his name, this guy? I need to start remembering these people's name. Arteta has been doing with Arsenal, then I'm all for Ten Hag. But yeah, that's the Ten Hag front. We'll see what will happen. At least we have a manager. Yeah. And then next, the top four race. I know I've been talking about the top four race. For me, it's more interesting than Liverpool, Man City. Even though Liverpool, Man City, there's 1 point. You just have to love those two. And then I hear most people go like, "Oh no, we are a central defensive midfielder, a striker, and a defender away from reaching Man City and Liverpool." No, no, we are a whole entire squad and years away from reaching Man City and Liverpool. Like those two, it's like this. If Man City slips up and Liverpool goes on number one, Liverpool is winning it. If Liverpool slips and allow Man City to be 4 points ahead, City is winning it. That's just how it is. Because neither one of them can allow the other like to have an advantage, because if the other gets an advantage, it's game over. So that's going to be interesting. It's really going to be interesting until the last week. So I mean, this is not the first time we're seeing Man City and Liverpool go head to head like they're going, and it's just making it makes the Premier League interesting as well. But the top four race, Arsenal is determined to make me look bad. Okay, when the season was starting, well, I didn't have my YouTube when the season was starting. No, when the second part of the season was starting, that was in January. I predicted that Arsenal was not going anywhere. I laughed at Arsenal. I belittled Arsenal. But now it looks like Arsenal wants to put me to shame. Okay, so Arsenal are actually playing well. I saw how they played against Chelsea, and it was like they were not playing Chelsea whatsoever. Okay, Chelsea were outrun, were outplayed. It looked like Arsenal wanted it more than Chelsea. Granted, Chelsea are not playing for anything. Like they can't win the Premier League, and they're so far off dropping off top four, so they're okay. I am leaning towards Arsenal making it into the top four. Why I say this is because if Arsenal turns up the way they turned up yesterday versus Chelsea against Manchester United, they will beat Manchester United clean. Why? Let's look at the two squads. Manchester United has no confidence as a team. Arsenal has confidence as a team. Arsenal has players that are willing to run. Manchester United players don't run. And we have Bakayo Saka, Smith Rowe, Martinelli. These players are very fast, okay? They are pacey footballers. They're pacey and they're very fast, okay? And then at the back, we have Victor Lindelof and we have Harry Maguire. Varane is somewhat kind of fast, but is not as fast as Smith Rowe, Saka, or Martinelli. So now, if we have Smith Rowe or Saka against Harry Maguire, and that's the thing with Arsenal. Arsenal are playing the type of football where they are running behind, like in behind the defense. So any through ball, Harry Maguire will not be able to catch up with Saka's pace. It will either end up with a foul, if he's on a yellow card, a red card. We saw what happened with the Chelsea defenders. They could not cope with the pace of Bakayo Saka. They could not cope with the pace of Martinelli. So if Arsenal play their cards right, our defenders are slow. Okay, our defenders are very slow. They will be able to play through our defense. My prayer is Manchester United does not play a high line because they will catch us on the break. And that's all Arsenal need to do. They just need to catch Manchester United defenders on the break. We don't have a holding midfielder that's going to keep that back line. So it's very easy for them to run through the midfield. It's very easy for them to run through the defense. We really need a CDM, guys. Like, ish. Because if we say Matic is going to be a holding midfielder against Arsenal, Matic is slow. McTominay, positional wise, his positional sense is very pathetic. So, yeah, I'm predicting an Arsenal win. I honestly don't think Manchester United can beat Arsenal. If Arsenal don't turn up, maybe. But the way they played yesterday, I was shocked. I was like, let me watch the Arsenal game. And then I watched them in the second half. And then it was like 4-2 or 3-2 at the time. And I was like, what? This is Chelsea. And if Arsenal can do that Chelsea who actually play better football than we do, watch more us who go to sleep and who just stop like down twos every single time. I'm calling it. It's an Arsenal win. Unless Manchester United, like, a miracle happens. But if a miracle doesn't happen, we're losing that game. So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about today. Keep your eyes open for the top four. It's going to be interesting. I think now it's down to Tottenham, Man United, and Arsenal. Tottenham really don't have any tough opponents. Manchester United still has to play Arsenal and Chelsea, and Arsenal actually beat Chelsea. And I don't think Chelsea is going to lose to Manchester United. No, no ways. So this is why I feel Arsenal is going to make it into top four, and the shame I will go through if Arsenal make it into top four. But yeah, so we look forward to the game on Saturday. It's going to be an interesting game. So that was it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe. Bye.